You got me sipping.
A very good afternoon to our prettiest lecturer, Miss Ifa, and ladies and gentlemen. Our group is the name of our group is a secret. Yeah, secret. And we're going to talk about neighborhood park. So now I'm going to introduce our member one by one. This is our group leader, Chang Hui Yi, and this is Han Xihua. This is Jin Xiwei. This is Darren Tan, and my name is Ng Guang Zhao. So today we're going to talk about neighborhood park. So we're going to divide the park into two parts. The first part is local park and the second one is international park. The first one, local park, we're going to talk about Permai Park, and second one, the international park, we're going to talk about Washington Market Park. Here's our content. So later we're going to brief you all and go through it one by one. So before I go through it, do you guys know what is neighborhood park? Don't know? Never mind, I tell you. Neighborhood park is a park which located in the center of the resident area, and it's just a walking distance around 1 kilometer from the resident area. The size is 0.6 hectare to 2.0 hectare, and the capacity of the population size we can fill up in the park is 1,000 to 3,000 people. Now I'm going to pass the mic to Darren Tan to brief you all about local park.
Okay, basically our local park is called Permai Park. The Permai Park is like open 24/7, so you can go anytime you want. And it's located in Permai neighborhood, which is what the neighborhood is called, Permai. It's in Shalam. This is where the map. This is the map. As you can see, this is where Permai is, and here is where the Permai Park will be. Around it, surrounding it, will be like housing area. As for the history of Permai Park, right, back then it was a swamp area, so in order for them to build houses, they had to backfill with earth, and it was established in 2003. For the event in the park, there's like varieties of events. There's a Christmas party, there's Chinese New Year party, all kinds of party throughout the year, and small gathering, etc. And I'm gonna pass the mic to Alexis.
Okay, so now let me introduce the characteristic of the park to you guys. So we divide the characteristic into 5 main points. I'm Shiwei. Yes, the first one is the entrance of the park. So as you guys see, this is the entrance of the park. And the second one is there is another resident area outside the park called Palma. And there also a shopping mall nearby the park called Gamuda Walk. The fourth one is there's a guardhouse in front of the park, so it's safe that you leave your children playing alone in the park. And then the fifth one is we divide the park into 3 zones. They are the event area, exercising area, and playground area. So the last one is there are also some facilities nearby the park, for example ATM machine, Starbucks, McDonald's, and etc. Okay, moving on now, I will introduce the features of Permai Park. The first one is the stage. So every morning you guys can see some old men or old ladies having their Chinese Kung Fu, Tai Chi at here, and even they also have kids playing football at here. The next one is the exercising area. So there are 7 exercising items, and these are the examples. And then this is the walking path in the park. And the most special place I think in the park is this natural tunnel. So the tunnel is filled with plants, and when you walk through you will feel very nature and relaxed. So it's also a shortcut to the another side. So this is the pictures of playground. And then about the landscape elements, these are the trees, example of trees that in the park. And then the next one is flowers. Okay, for the landscape furniture, there are many benches and dustbins. So the park is quite clean because there are many dustbins around the park. So now let me pass the mic to Shifa for the next section.
So after the local park, now let us see about the international park. For the international park, we are going to discuss about Washington Market Park. The The park opens at 7 a.m. daily, and it is located in New York City, in a neighborhood called Fnbe neighborhood. Here are some photos. You can see the park is very big and pretty. And this one is the map of the park. There's a big apartment above near to the park, and the apartment is called the apartment. There are also a lot of shops, lots, and houses surrounding the park. So the park is basically at the middle of the neighborhood. These are the photos we took from the Instagram, their official page. Now is the history of the park. At first, actually, the park is just a public open space. And when the New York department took over the park, the space, they turned it into a park. And however, the park is destroyed in 2001, but it was reopened in 2003 to the public. And for the events, there are several events organized annually. The first one is It's My Park Day, where all the children can have their chance to plant a plant in the park. Then the second one is Halloween parade and party. The third one is also Christmas party. There are also all kinds of other events like Easter party and Chinese New Year party also. Then let me pass the mic to Wayne.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about the characteristics of the international park, which is Washington Market Park. So first one is free Wi-Fi. Free Wi-Fi is available in the park, and there's also a college nearby the park, which is Manhattan Community College. And there's also a tennis and basketball courts nearby the park. Moving on, we're going to talk about the features of Washington Market Park. The first one is playground. They call it a jungle gym. The jungle gym divided into three parts, which is tall, grande, and venti, which means small, medium, and large. Babies like the sandbox, and while kids like the ladders because the gap between the round was tall enough. Next is water sprinkles. During summer times, kids like to play around because it's summer. The weather is hot and they like to get wet. And yeah, there's also a water wheel, as you can see, along one side for little ones to play with. Third one is gazebo, which is a place for people to take a beautiful view of the day and watch the sunset. And there's one thing good about this thing is nearby there's a playground nearby the gazebo, which people will always bring their frisbees and soccer balls to there and play. There's also some events and also performance held there. Moving on, which is landscape elements. The first one is trees. There's a lot of trees, different types of trees in the park. The second one is flowers. They have lilies and roses and more, and also green leaves. Through this slide, you can see that how the park changed in 4 seasons. This is spring, summer, autumn, and also winter. So now I'm going to pass the mic to Montel for the reflection and conclusion.
Okay, before I start the reflection and the conclusion, I wanted to ask you a question. You guys know international park have the 4 seasons, and Malaysia we also got 4 seasons. Do you guys know what is the 4 seasons? Warm, hot, water, and hottest. Just kidding. Okay. Now I'm going to talk about reflection and conclusion. This is the reflection and conclusion done by our group. I know it's long, never mind. I have summarized for you guys. Okay. The reflection and conclusion throughout the process, we learn we get more information about neighborhood park, and after we did this project, we know the importance of the teamwork. So next I'm going to talk about the references. So this is the references. If you guys want to know more information about our local park and international park, you guys can refer to these references. So the last.
So that's our information for neighborhood park. Hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for listening.
Thank you.